It's time to play some stuff.
Well, that didn't take very long now, did it? Skip the intro. Fire up ESO. How long has it been since I actually played ESO on stream while we're collecting some more data for the ISP for the next trouble visit that is out here? What is up, everybody? This is Jay, aka MultimediaJay. See how well everything works here and see if I can get the levels right. Thing is, when I adjust the volume, it's the same as clicking past a few things here and there. So been a long time since I streamed any ESO, and I think that maybe some of the stuttering that I was getting earlier might not have been the result of not enough CPU overhead, might have been the result of the bandwidth lag spikes that we were having. So I had a service tech, a trouble tech, come out to the house, and they replaced everything from the service box into the house. So everything's new now. I also bypassed the power line and just did a spaghetti cable from the modem straight to the switch here in the living room. So we'll see how much better everything runs and how many more lag spikes we get. We went from like, oh, here we go. That didn't take too long. So we went from 5% dropped frames down to about 1% dropped frames. So we'll see if I get any stutter messages from YouTube as we continue testing this out. I still think that it is something like in the neighborhood or something like that. The good news is it doesn't have to stay this way as we watch our outbound bandwidth here. 2.8% with 404 dropped frames. Yeah, here we go. So I did get a different service tech, and he actually wanted to do stuff instead of sitting there finger pointing my modem all the time. So he did. He's like, hey, there's noise on the line. Let's get rid of this line. Hey, don't you know this is from like 2 or 3 cable companies ago? So I still think it was storm damage. Oh, the daily reset for Ritz is in exactly 1 minute. Doesn't matter, because I'm not going to be doing any Ritz anyways. There's an event that's underway. We're basically here to test out the flakiness of the connection again. 3% dropped frames, and then we'll see. So I just want to do stuff that's not all that like talk show-ish or something like that while things are still flaky, and then next service tech visit I'll have plenty of data for this guy as we continue watching how crazy this gets. Stuff. This also rules out the whole issue with what we saw earlier. This rules out the whole thing with one of the things the other service tech was saying. He was like, yeah, well, you know, your modem might be struggling with all that bandwidth. I'm like, really? You're going to try and blame the modem? So, well, you know what? We tried a different modem. It didn't work. Now we're on a different speed, and it's obviously not working with how unstable everything is. I'm going to keep an eye on the outbound bandwidth, and we'll keep an eye on, see what we get. 2.6% dropped frames so far. We'll see if it's any improvement. We did have some wind today, so if there was crap that was going to happen due to the weather, we would have seen it by now. Plus, I've become very familiar with the tools in my router that record all of this stuff up to 24 hours out, so I'm going to go grab all the information after we finish all of this. So, the thumbnail would suggest that we're using multiple characters today, and the title would suggest that I've somehow found a way to relate Elder Scrolls Online to Farmville, the classic Facebook game. Yeah, well, so here's the point of that title before we get going on everything. There's an event called ESO High Isle. One of the things that can happen with this new event is that just gathering stuff in the outdoor world will get you a special loot box that you can get various things for the event out of. If you don't get that box, you also get more materials than you usually do. So folks like myself who do a lot of crafting and housing type stuff, guess what we're doing? Hence the Farmville reference. We're talking about Farmville as in a game that makes you want to do something really stupid and mundane to progress through the game. And that's it. Like, you know, plant trees, plant crops, plow the fields, send a cow to like 10 people on Facebook or something. It's like, this is very much reminding me of Farmville, that this game's event has an unintended consequence. Those of us who are into housing and building and, you know, derping around in these games, as Vindalio would say, those of us who are into this kind of stuff, This event makes you want to just run around the outdoor world getting a crap ton of materials. Because of this, I've made a lot of progress on mostly the branch offices. We have the Gonfalon Bay Inn left to set up. But let me go show you what's happened to all of my inn rooms since. Before we get started, because Lauren Lockhart, the Cleric, is out leveling with Isobel Valois to gather all the materials, and then Goodmane basically builds everything, and then he goes and, sets everything up. So we have one group of characters out in the world, another group of characters doing all the construction and placing everything. It's been a while since I streamed ESO. So with the release of Gilladil the Rag Picker, I decided that my little branch office things would be for they would no longer be banks. Most of the towns that these things are in have banks in them if you need bank access, or you can get a bank NPC. The bottom line, though, with these things is that you only get 2 special collectibles, which includes your followers. So now that there are more than 2 NPCs that can provide services, you can't have all 3 of them. Now that we have like a deconstruction assistant here, we can't have all 3 services in the inn rooms anymore. You can put storage chests in here, and another way to cheeseball this is to put your armory station in for changing specs. That way you don't have to use the NPC, which counts against the limit. So I made the decision that I probably need to empty out my bags a lot more often than I need to put stuff in the bank. So we can sell stuff and decon stuff at all these branch offices. And if there's room, we'll make them nice and cozy. The Red Guard one over in Sentinel is actually incredibly cozy. I actually put a sofa and a fireplace in there. This is the High Elf one. It actually has a fireplace and everything. And of course, the storage coffers can transfer stuff between all the player houses. That's the Skywatch office. What's another one that I'm using as an office? Storage. Ebonheart Chateau, Elena's Lighthouse, Mournhold. Oh, let's go to Mournhold. So nearly all of them are set up, thanks to this event. So I brought a podcast or something to listen to, and Lauren is out in the world with Isobel, and they're basically just taking out mobs, smiting things with the new combat setups that released with the new update to the game a while earlier. And then, of course, we got to change this one out. All right, Tithus and Dromo, get rid of them. Put in Gilladil the Rag Picker. Decon. It's all about emptying out your bags, so we'll have her set up at this desk. Start walking! We'll have her set up at this desk. So basically, and I could make these publicly available through the essential housing add-on too. So if somebody wanted to empty their bags out after finishing a dungeon, they can go to any of these offices and basically empty their bags at these 2 NPCs.
Got plenty of goods.
Speaking of which, is there anything? Nope. You can also decon everything with the decon assistant. And we can sell off all the vendor stuff, and that'll free up a lot of space. And if you want to put stuff in the bank, just go to the bank in any one of these towns. So let's get some nice music from the game playing too. I have a bit of a compression problem. There we go. There's a bit of a compression problem that I have with certain soundtrack type things here. All right, so this is the one in Mournhold. We'll just go in alphabetical order and just show you folks everything. Grand Sigic Field. Golden Griffin Garrett is Alinor. Let's head out there, see if that has to be updated. I have upgraded from the Housing Hub to the Essential Housing Tools add-on. So I have all the fancy stuff. I really want to use them. All right, let's see here. What do we have for percents? Down to 1.4% with 558 dropped frames. Here's Alinor. Looking all nice and snazzy as usual in the High Elf capital.
Yes? There's really no such thing as junk. It's all just treasure in need of a good whack or two.
It also gives you something to do with the extra paintings, too. Make these offices look nice. So I'm like, oh yeah, let's just run in there or just warp here or something, and then I just be on my way instead of going to the castle every single time. Grand Sigic Villa, that's the cathedral. I gotta flag that as public for all the divine spellcasters out there. Elusis Beach, the Vocal Guard Lounge. There we go. Now, I call this one a lounge because unfortunately the Aldmeri Dominion gives its players a really crappy inn room at the beginning of the game. So It's actually the smallest in-room out of the starter cities. There isn't even enough room for me to set it up like an office. So I decided I'd just set it up like a lounge instead. Soon as it loads, that classic boss in ESO. Yeah, see? Way too small. This is an in-room. It's more like an oversized closet. So I just made it into a lounge. You have the armory station, this, and they're just chilling at this table here with a little lantern. Bastion Hallex was unsummoned because companions have been temporarily disabled. Okay, here we go. Let's go to Leowin. I think the Leowin one is pretty well developed as well. I think it's Gonfalon Bay that we need resources for. So we'll see where we're at in terms of building stuff, and then we'll start working on that. We can also go get a rug from the Daedric storage and get that set up. But the reason why Lauren and Isobel are... Here we go. The reason why Lauren and Isobel are set up, are in the thumbnail as big as they are. Oh, what about Vivek? Is this one ready? I almost forgot about the one from Elder Scrolls Morrowind. Or ESO Morrowind, excuse me. We gotta see if there's any other in-rooms in the DLC, in the expansions that I have to go to as well. St. Delin Penthouse. This is one that I tried making into a Daedric shrine with that Azura stuff before. I could just barely get it to fit. Yeah, it's a little outdated. It's a tad outdated, but there's tons of room in here. I could move their desks forward, and we could put a place with like a fireplace back here, and just place to relax. But, all right, Tithus. Goodbye, Tithus. Goodbye, Tithus. And special collectibles, only 1 out of 2. Put the decon assistant in here. It's nice that, you know, I'm here in Morrowind, but... I gotta listen to Leowin music, which I usually have stuck in my head because I listened to way too much of it when ESO Blackwood came out. So we're gonna do something about that. Log out. We'll log in and we'll play the Morrowind music before we head off to the next one. And then we'll head out to High Isle. Hopefully it's daytime. 90%. Whoa, we're slamming the heck out of the CPU. We'll have to see if there are any dropped frames due to overuse of the CPU and not enough CPU. Oh no, that's because I'm loading stuff in ESO. That's right. Because I'm not throttled by drive speed, it'll pound the hell out of the CPU when I'm loading stuff. Very easily get CPU limited. So upgrading my CPU might include my load speeds. Another lag spike, but we're at 1.6% dropped frames, still an improvement from the last time. All right, play some Morrowind music, please. Do I have to step outside? Really? Is that some kind of overture? All right, let's go outside. Fine, I'll make it play Morrowind music. One way or another. Come on. We'll get this to play Morrowind music one way or another here. There we go. Music change. All right. They picked the sad theme. Why not the one that came straight from the game? Okay. St. Delin's penthouse is fine. Sisters of the Sands apartment. This is the one. The Sisters of the Sands apartment. This is the one where we have all the... Watch, it'll probably change the music again. The music I want to listen to is the Morrowind music, but I gotta keep that there. Alright, Sisters of the Sands. Yeah, I changed the music again. Yay. This is the one that is so big. I have the desk set up. This is the last one I set up here. You can change your build. You can get stuff out of your bags. And we have a nice little lounge over here with this cozy little fireplace here. So that's the Sisters of the Sands. The Snowmelt Suite in Solitude, I think, needs some work. Did I ever set up the Snowmelt Suite in Solitude? This will give us something to get some stuff to set up. Or you can make it a lounge if it's small. Because we gotta get our bearings of what we're working on. It's been so long since I played this game on a regular basis. How many desks am I carrying? I'm not parlor. We have rugs and carpets available. Lighting. Gallery. Nope, we don't have any desks. I gotta go back to the... So we're working on Snow Melt and Snug Pod. That's Lincier's Treehouse. Lockhart Abbey I've been working on as well. How about the Sugar Bowl in Rimmen? So maybe I'm not as progressed as I thought I was, so I better get to work on getting some materials and Farmville essentially my way. Farmville my way to getting this stuff all taken care of. Get this done, and then I can work on player housing for... Yeah, there's nothing here. We have these two standing next to a candle. Well, we might as well get our NPCs right. We're not gonna have the furniture. So we need a lot of furniture, which means we need a lot of Heartwood. We're gonna have to go find some wood nodes out there. All right, there's those two in the pseudo office. All right, yeah. So we basically have the expansions. I think the one in Stone Falls. I know the one in Daggerfall is correct. They're working on some DLC areas then, and some expansion areas. All right, that shouldn't be too tough. Ebony Flask in room. Over in Dark Elf territory. I think this is the one that has the big curve into it or something. So I'm not as far as I thought I was. All right, this is all set up. Yeah, so in Stone Falls, we're all set. It's a small little room. And in the Rosy Lion in Daggerfall, that was like the first branch office I set up. Most I might have to do is swap out the banker for the deconstructionist. And then we'll head off and we'll see what we can build with what we have right now. We need a couple of desks. We have the rugs. Couple of desks, couple of chairs, and then some lighting for lanterns. So you basically need a whole bunch of materials, including some rare materials as well. Yeah, this was my first ever setup for these kinds of things. All right, let's go back to the castle. Let's go to the castle and see what we can build. The answer is probably not very much because I ran out of stuff last night. And have Lauren run around High Isle with Isobel, leveling up Isabel's tanking skills, and then we'll see what we have with this. I used to wonder about the whole derping around in Tamriel thing. Like, how can you play the game like that? Well, here I am doing it. So, there is so much for me to do. All right, back to the castle. There is so much for me to do. Now, I don't want to listen to that, sorry, as much as I started this game and, there we go. Wait for the animation to catch up. I don't want to listen to Daggerfall music, I'm sorry. I'd rather listen to Leowen music than Daggerfall music, so let's step outside. Hey, let's go get those runes. They've been taunting me for the longest time, so... get a couple of runes for that sort of stuff. Hey, where is our companions still temporarily disabled? I wonder if that's a population issue on the server, if too many people have that.
I'll be just a step behind you.
Yeah, I've Bastion following Goodmane around, and Lockhart's working with Valois. Looks like I'm getting a decent amount of download, because it's dwarfing my chart, and I can't see. I'm going to have to open it up inside the... Yeah, I'm going to have to open this up. Maybe it's downloading stuff for the game as well. All right, what can we build? Let's go upstairs and let's listen to that too much Leowen music. I like the doors in this castle, though. Got Pantherfang Pantherfang and whatnot. 568 out of 700 furnishings. Probably can put my miniatures on those stairways and stuff. Actually, before we get to that, let's go outside here. I do have pretty much every essential service in the castle, including reconstruction over there. But I've been finally getting around to working on the swimming patio. It's got to be like a beach. So this area, we got the tile thing here. I had an extra one of those tile platforms sitting around. You just walk down into the water and go for a swim. And of course, you don't want to go off the edge, but you actually have to crawl onto the rock in order to do that. I could put in a fence there just for the hell of it. Put some kind of like chain link fencey type thing in here so it looks like it's kind of safe. But it's your typical waterfall where you'd have to jump up on top of the rock You'd have to jump up on top of the rock in order to dive down there anyways. Yep, just got to get some, wow! That is some real serious... That's frame drops due to encoding lag. Let me go check the stats on the stream. I think I have the settings turned up too high. Hold on a second. What are we up to for 0.3% rendering frames lost due to rendering, 0.6% due to encoding lag, and then 1.2% due to, oops, I just reset the frame counter. And then 1% due to the network conditions. Yeah, I'm just looking at this preview here, and it's just like going down and stuttering like crazy. That's actually OBS now. I got OBS in on the action. Maybe I should I should go to a toots. What I should do is see what the AMD Ryzen 7000s go for. Or whether I want to upgrade to a 5700X for a little more CPU power. Because I'm at around 70% CPU. If I could get better at multi-core processing, which is what this game really requires now, with a newer processor, that would actually work out pretty well in terms of putting some more horsepower behind the CPU, so I don't need two computers in order to stream. Yeah, we'll see what it looks like. I'm actually running this at the same settings that I play offline, or that I play offline with, so it's probably too high to stream with without there being a whole bunch of OBS issues, as well as network issues too. But I'm watching the bandwidth to see how screwy it gets. It looks like it's bouncing around all over the place anyways. 9,000 for a bit rate with only 10 up, so I'm probably hitting some limits on that. All right, we got to build some desks. So, of course, I walk up to the clothing station. Come on, I know I had a long night at work, so... all right, we need Breton desks, I think under library. What are we short on? We're short on Heartwood. We have plenty of molybdenum and plenty of pitch, so... all right, switch characters. Lauren and Isobel need to find a whole bunch of nodes. And we're actually going to take it, since we're mostly looking for... uh-oh. I almost froze the game there. Yeah, so we're going to turn the grass off, see if that helps with the game performance. Make it look like a golf course. Because we also have reshade with my new setup for reshade. It's relatively basic. Gaussian blur, DPX, vibrance, fidelity, adaptive sharpening, levels, and the filmic tone map. So it actually looks really good for the new MultimediaJay preset for this. Oh, this connection is barfing. And because I went down to the base internet package, it doesn't really have the bandwidth to catch up, so it's not going as high in order to catch up. That might be an issue, because it'll take longer for the data to transmit here. Wow! What a beautiful day! Why wasn't it this nice looking when we had the... why wasn't it this nice looking when we were out doing the other thing? We were out making the thumbnail. I actually cheesed it back up to looking like it was daylight in Picasa afterwards. All right, let's turn off the grass so we can see more nodes, because we're cheesy like that. Maybe this will be easier on the CPU, and we won't get as many OBS errors. Definitely be getting 60 FPS now. But it helps us see the nodes. It helps us see all the nodes, too.
That would be helpful.
Wow. High Isle without the grass. At least the sunflowers is still there. But when you turn High Isle into a golf course like this, look at all this fairway. See, ZeniMax, you made an in-game card game. Why didn't you make like some kind of golf game based on these kinds of maps?
Shining steel.
All right. So literally anything we gather, we get more of. That includes if you kill animals and get hides and stuff. But what we need is Heartwood and other rare materials. Yeah, we need Heartwood and we need other rare materials too. Oh, it'll be so easy to see the nodes when you turn off the grass in High Isle. Yeah, for reference, High Isle has some incredibly gorgeous scenery here. So, if we put it back to Ultra, sunflowers! But I don't feel like looking through all the sunflowers to find where all the nodes are. Gorgeous, gorgeous scenery when it's not storming here, but we'll turn most of the sunflowers off. It's almost as... I feel sorry for people that have to play ESO in low mode. This is what they're getting with the newest expansion. Hey, Bast. Good.
On the move.
Yeah, little patches of sunflowers here and there, and you, like... These enemies normally crouch in the sunflowers, but I've turned off the sunflowers so I can see them from a mile away. This is so bad. It feels like cheating. I know. It feels so terrible. Hey, where's the... How are we doing with the chat windows here? Bunch of people are sharing. Next time I see someone sitting... someone crouching down like that, I'm going to see if they're hiding in the sunflowers. Oh, we're getting points. We're getting champion points at the very least. Let's see. We got this here. I think it's in here we got to get our... Yep. Working on damage reduction. Running out of stuff to spend the champion points on. All right, let's see. Couple of sunflowers here. Let me find one of those bandits that's crouching down and turn the sunflowers back on. 224 at the Geek House. All right, those are enemies, right? No, those are NPCs. Where's one of those bandits that's kneeling down? I'll bet any money. Well, there's some platinum. We could use some rare materials from the smithy nodes, too. Or just plenty of platinum dust.
Oh, nice. What did you find?
One of the issues with ESO's player housing is that it takes the same materials as making, like, weapons and armor and stuff. 1.2% dropped frames. Still an improvement, but I still think that the thing is with these service techs is they come out here... The thing with the service techs is that they're not checking the polls. It's like they're allergic to going up on a ladder and making sure that the big thunderstorms we got nearly a month ago didn't, like, knock something loose or something. Alright, there's another player, because who mounts horses if they're an NPC? Actually, there's a survey, but I want to see one more of those crouching bandits. See if they, if I just figured out something with the AI here. Is that a volcanic vent? Looks like a volcanic vent that's never been completed.
Good quality there.
Alright, what's this? Ascendant Militia. Well, they're not trying to stealth or anything. And there's a couple of, she's not even getting a chance to tank. Well, there. Except... You can't grab nodes when you're in combat. Alright. Some Rubidite. Should take a character I'm actually trying to level. Yeah, I can see the frame rate drops too, but the problem I've been having is that the performance watching 60 frames per second stuff in Chrome is a little bad compared to Firefox. I might actually change browsers. See here. I haven't been a Firefox person since the 2000s. Ah. Hey, there's one of those bandit types. So, they're not kneeling or anything. But if we turn the grass back on... Not FSR. That's for AMD cards. If I turn the grass back on, are they hard to see? Oh, not too bad. It's not like they're crouching in the sunflowers. Alright, golf course mode. I want nodes. So, alright, we're pretty much done with that. Let's go get that survey. Somehow she has a survey in High Isle. I don't remember doing any writs or anything. Why wouldn't she... I don't know. I want to hear some more of this gorgeous background noise. It just doesn't seem challenging, though, when you turn off the sunflowers and you can see all the enemies from a mile away. Alright. Well, alright, let's head in a general northeasterly direction and... Oh, look at this! Hey, look, a player that hasn't done a lot of PvP yet. Go do just enough PvP to get the 30% mount speed thing. Go to Cyrodiil for like a day. Yeah, let's see here. Let's get some leatherworking stuff while we're at it. Alright, over the bridge to whatever that survey is. Hey, some of these markers are actually working, too. Good. I wonder if she has an issue with what's set up.
Looking forward to seeing what you make with that.
Add-ons. Harvest map. Count wide, all of them. 3D pin settings. Visible pin types. Same as on the map custom. Well, according to this, they should all be on, including, except for fishing spots. Why not turn on the fishing spots? Same as on the map. No, custom. Why don't we just turn on the 3D stuff there? Have it light everything up. I don't know why this add-on isn't picking up new fishing places. That's what happens when you look at the wrong screen. Over the bridge and far away. I'll listen to more of this game. I have it in compressed mode too, so it'll all get compressed to an extent. The volume sliders don't really matter, and it's pretty much worth it to max out the music. Alright. See what we got up here. Oh yeah, this is where he picked up Ember. I don't know if there's too many nodes, though. Just past the mage tower, then. It just looks so crazy with this, like, manicured lawn and stuff. Alright. Alright, we'll get some runes from that area. Regular rune stones, that's not it. You wouldn't know it from how much stuff you get with this event.
Battle.
She's using shield spells like she's fighting a dragon.
I take no pleasure in killing. But I'm glad we're alive and they're not.
Nice Caribbean water here. It does match, you know, the maritime climate and stuff like that. 1.2% drop frames with 1,500 drop frames due to network conditions. Alright. This also rules out the power line part of the network too, because we have all Ethernet to the modem. I'm not using any power line modulation whatsoever. Alright, let's see here. There we go. Gimme. That's one of the things we need more nodes of.
Another find for your pack.
Oh, it's an alchemist survey. No wonder I haven't gotten it yet. When do I ever need alchemy components? I make more furniture with alchemy than potions. Maybe you should use poisoned weapons. A cleric using a poisoned mace? I don't know. How about a poisoned resto staff? There we go. That makes perfect sense. Whatever. Lush Lady Smock. Look at the Spriggans just chilling there. And these, hey, what do you know? Wouldn't be a MultimediaJay ESO stream without it thundering after a couple of minutes. Alright, let's see here. Alright, there's some lumber. We need that. Alchemical resin. That's a rare material. All these rare materials and stuff. Rough ruby edge. What do we need to make those desks, though? We don't want to change characters. And I think, how many Heartwoods do we need? Should probably... yeah. Let's look in the craft bag. Alright, Heartwood. How many Heartwoods do we have? 2. We need... I think we need, like, 8 of them. So we need to find some wood nodes and stuff. That's one of the reasons why we have the grass turned off. The problem with some of these rare crafting mats is that you can't do, like, surveys and stuff. You pick these up from regular nodes. So the surveys give you a lot of the base material. The rare materials, it's luck of the draw every time you gather in the outdoor world. And if something pops up like a volcanic vent or something, of course I'll jump in on the action. Right now, though, it's about an hour and a half until the game goes down to maintenance. So I'm just curious if we can even build a single set of desks and stuff. And then even when the game goes down, you could always just go to the PTS or something. If I even have it installed. Nope, no Heartwood from that one. Let's see here. Didn't Airy Summer used to play this game with the grass turned off all the time? Can't imagine. I wonder what she thought of I wonder what she thought of when she played the new expansion. Alright, we get some smithy materials before the wolves attack us. Or maybe they don't.
Good quality there.
Alright, leave the wolves then. We're not short on leatherworking stuff. There's a bear. How about over this place? Turn the view distance up all the way. So stuff doesn't pop in like that. That might screw up the stream a little, but jack the view distance all the way up. Can I even do 60 frames per second like that? So I can see the nodes from like all the way across everything. Okay, there's a piece of wood. 10 more ruby ashes. Right, there's a cloth thing. I think the problem is the remaining scenery. So there's a wood place. Can I see the node itself? Yeah, I can. Maybe this was a good idea. All right. Heartwood. No Heartwood. Cue the usual issues where you get something when you're not trying, but you don't get it when you are. Well, maybe we should ever get some 100% completion in High Isle then. Well, see if there's any nodes in some of the delves. Plenty of mundane runes, though. Of course, I'm going to get the rare materials I'm not looking for. That's the way it usually goes with this crap. Oh, okay. So that blacksmithy thing right there just popped up. Does it stay on the screen if I take the view distance back down to 60? Yeah, so, okay, cranking the view distance doesn't seem to help with the nodes. We'll take the higher frames per second and less load on the processor.
That could be helpful.
Then. For not having to load so much and for not actually moving. Big issue is running the game on an SSD increases the CPU usage when loading stuff. Alright, Rubidite. 61% CPU. I can't see the GPU usage from here. There's a delve down there, so let's go, There's a delve down there, so why don't we just clean that up, or get that done. There's also a smithy. Shipwreck Shoals. Alright, we're going down to the beach. Maybe not Splatter Day style. Oh, that's what those Ornogs are.
Shining steel.
By the time she taunts the monster, it's already dead. And that's with a charge ability. I don't know. Oh, yeah. There's two more. Plenty of runes for enchanting. Where's the entrance to this cave, though? It's up around here somewhere? No. What's that? Hermit crab. It's a...
You there. Here, please.
Oh, it's one of those things where we... Yeah, we take a boat out there. Okay. Shipwreck Shoals. Never been here before. Let's take out the Delve boss. See if there's any nodes in here, too, while we're at it. We're not going to bother with the Delve quest. This looks like a dungeon. It's probably inspired by one. I think it's like Tempest Island that's kind of set up like this. Reef Viper. Well, we'll get plenty of leatherworking materials. There's no nodes in here, though. I don't think there's nodes in delves. We'll get the Sky Shard then. Yes, we have to go up the... Yeah, we got to go up there. So it's probably one of those things where you do most of the delve, And yeah, so you go into the bandit place, you come out on top, and then get your thing. It's not the bandits, though. It's sea elves. Pirate high elves. Who would have thought of that? Let's see. We probably have to go in that cave. Check on the preview here. Oh, another lag spike. Yeah, the problem is not fixed. And these people in their never-ending runaround, this has been going on for a month now, and it ruined my Oktoberfest plans. I'm going to do some Oktoberfest-themed chat streams, but not with an unstable internet. The good news is that I got in touch with Frontier. They're going to bring 500 synchronous fiber out to these woods next year. So I already know how I'm going to set it up if I'm still living here. 500 synchronous fiber is going to be their base speed.
Documents. They'll help the Fleet Queen guide our ships to plunder. My vipers will tear you to pieces.
More stuff to deconstruct, and a card as well for the haha card game that I'm not playing. Look, I realize that Elder Scrolls Online can take some influence from Final Fantasy, and there can be Triple Triad and stuff like that. When you go to the ESO streams, though, and like half of them are people playing the card game, that's not what people play MMOs for.
Oh, free!
But again, you know, if you're playing a game like Vegas Dream on the NES, which is actually a gambling game, and you switch from slot machines to roulette, and it's like, all right, let's see here. More of these things. Don't really know the lore on them because I haven't been doing any of the quests. Just been doing the event, aka wandering aimlessly. All right, this is up where... No, it isn't. Was there a way to parkour over to the... No, that's just access to the north part of the island. It's just another way in. Let's go back and let's see. Needing DPS and tank for veteran, I'll skip that. Veteran WS on last boss. Only 2 bosses left. Wait, what? Other 2 left. Oh, okay, the other 2 party members left. And say, how do you have 2 bosses left if you're... I say, how do you have 2 bosses left if you're on the last boss? Two-handed to 50. She finally can get all of her... She finally has maxed out two-handed after all this time. Let's do follow-up. We don't use any two-handed skill, so it's kind of useless to take Balanced Blade. Yep, follow-up. She finally has maxed out skill with two-handers. Going all the way back to the two-handers for all patch. When two-handers serve as a generic spell damage boost weapon, although you would still want to have a resto staff in order to regen. Let's see here. Alright, Shipwreck Shoals. I don't think that really helps. We'll see if there's a way out near the boss chamber. See if there's a way out near the boss chamber. That's probably where you'd come out the closest to the Sky Shard.
We'll see it done. I do believe we're good at this.
She already hit something for like 17,000. Why come in with the mace? Because of that?
That was it, right?
She's not even spec for stamina. She just crit for 20 grand.
This
game kind of reminds me of...
That's sure to leave an impression.
This reminds me of Neverwinter Nights. Clerics could technically fight in Neverwinter Nights, but the fighters would always get more perks and hit harder as a result. Let's see this. Yeah, there is something over there. That's what I thought. And this is where the Sky Shard is, right? Sort of. Is there a way to parkour over there? All right, that's the only exits. Oh, no, that's a one-way drop there. Let's see if there's a way to parkour over there by rock climbing or something. So much for getting materials, right? All right, let's see. No. Oh, wait, that's it. Is it like a giant staircase? No, invisible walls. Whatever, man. There's got to be a way up to that. There's a way up there somehow. Yeah, invisible walls. She's very clearly jumping over the rock formation by hitting an invisible wall. All right, let's try over here. No, invisible wall. Yay for invisible walls. How about this? Nope. Maybe see if there's a ladder up something or something like that. All right, back to square one. Oh, wait a minute. Am I really trying to do this the hard way? Are you kidding me? All right. What is this? That is very clearly a staircase, and it's functioning as a wall. It's like the pyramids in Forza Horizon 5. How about on this side? Nope. That is very clearly a staircase. What the hell, Zoss? That is very clearly a staircase. All right, let's see what this is. Nope, nothing in here. Just an empty room for you to come in and feel like you're exploring the world. Those are very clearly staircases, and you can't climb them. What kind of lazy-ass design is this? I thought maybe you went up to the top of the shipwreck, and then you went up the rocks through some jumping puzzle or something to get up there for the Sky Shard. Seriously. How about into this tower? That's a ladder. Nope, not climbable, even though it's very clearly a ladder. You can jump a little higher, though. Lost potential. Old person rules Guy Isle, says Dan. Alright, let's see here. While the internet is flaky and stuff, I'm just going to do game stream just to collect data for the ISP. We're at what? 1.1% drop frames, down from 5% last go-around. Everything from the service box into the house is brand new. The noise is out of the line, but I still think there's storm damage in play. All right, let's try this. This isn't even what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, okay. So, yeah, you just run through a hole in some fence type thing. Don't even have to kill the boss. All right, we've beaten this delve. Let's get out of here. How much of a repair bill would I like to, right. We'll do it this way. Splatter day! What? There's invisible walls here, too? Zoss! Drug test your employees, please. This is a High Isle delve. This is their standard for creating stuff. I mean, whoop-de-doo. You don't have to... Zoss, you don't have to protect players from themselves. Look at this! Now, if someone wants to, like, jump down there and and respawn the other thing, there's an invisible wall here, too! What is this crap? Look, Elder Scrolls is a sandbox no mounting, even though it's an outdoor delve. We did take a boat out here. How about over here? Is there an invisible wall? Can I jump in? No, there's an invisible wall. What kind of... Wow. Elder Scrolls. Yeah, here we go. Elder Scrolls is a sandbox RPG series. You can't protect your players from their own stupidity like this, ZeniMax. You have... way too much green stuff. Invisible walls. So I actually... I was looking to like... I was kind of lemming down and then respawn. Oh, there we go. There's the random drops you get as part of the event.
That's quite valuable, isn't it?
Yes, it is. What do we have to... We'll check that later. Here you get that out of there. Society of the Steadfast... Oh, another treasure map. That's where these are coming from. And there's treasure thingies to sell in those other stuff. Invisible walls in an Elder Scrolls game like this. Seriously. And we're not talking like the edge of the map. It's not that hard. Look, map. This is an island. You put slaughterfish water all around the perimeter, so if you try and swim away, you get eaten by slaughterfish. Like the entire rest of the frickin' game. Invisible walls in an Elder Scrolls game. Sauce, it's time for your human resource people to order a drug test for your employees. Somebody who was clearly not 100% when they thought this was a good idea. Watch. How about the slaughterfish are in here? No invisible walls here, right? Yeah. There you go. There's your slaughterfish. See? The game has mechanics so that an island like this can actually be believable. Of course, there are ESO devs on Twitter that are like, well, I'm going to instantly block anybody who says any of my coworkers should get fired. It's called the internet. Criticism is everywhere. Everybody is going to have their opinion of you. If you don't handle it properly,
what you make with that.
Online stuff's not for you. Let's see here. All right, back to trying to get some Heartwood.
You've got coin to spare now.
Okay, what was that? It's probably a USB thing. It has something to do with the head. It has something to do with the Yeti mic. All right. Let's turn on the sound here. It has something to do with the head. It has something to do with the Yeti mic. That's cool. Good. Oh, they're still looking for those two people for that veteran dungeon. Let's see here. What, were there people that were fake tanking or something? I still can't believe there's an invisible wall in that part of a delve. Now it's Assassin's Creed Online. Right. How much Heartwood do we need to make 2 desks? Switch characters. Plus it's raining anyways, like a ESO game. Assassin's Creed, da-da-da. While we're doing that, let me take a look at something on the YouTube side of things. See if our little whack job has stopped by. Let's see here. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Nope. Probably during the day, because they're on US time. I've learned that, at least. And they won't even watch. They'll just insta-dislike without even watching. Because disliking is totally something to waste your time with. There's even signs that the algorithm might not even do too much with them anymore. Some people are actually testing that out. It's supposed to run like Spotify, where, you know, you get less of something if you say, I don't like this. Let's see here. You got too many people confusing a lot of platforms with Twitter, though. Alright, Pantherfang Chapel. What do we got here? Yes, I'm going to use the ESO Morrowind music on the start screen. Alright. Fortified brass. Alright, 77 ruby ash. Can't decon anything from the other character, but we share this here. Alright, the desks are under the library. The Breton desks require 2 of them. No, 7. The recipe requires 7 Heartwoods. Well, it is a desk. So 14, we need 14 Heartwoods in order to outfit an office. So we probably need like 50 Heartwoods or something. So I might as well just keep on playing this event. Don't try to make any progress in the game. If I run into an outdoor event, of course, complete it. But don't try to make too much progress in this game, because literally it's more worth it to just randomly go grab stuff. One of the side effects of everything. Let's see here. Well, we're gonna do this. Might as well have some eye candy going. And it's only for High Isle too. There's the regular, you get the regular amount of materials in the entire rest of the world. So, for a little golden moment, Zoss is making Elder Scrolls Online resemble World of Warcraft, where only the current landmass matters. I don't consider that a good thing. This game is supposed to be better than its competition. Now, why are we taking one of the worst things about WoW and bringing in the ESO just to... Mute. Why are we taking one of the worst things about WoW and importing it into Elder Scrolls Online for the purpose of getting people into the landmass for the expansion that obviously had too much sacrificed to get that stupid-ass card game working? That's where I stand on that.
It's time to play some stuff.
All right, where were we? Since the game's gonna sink to one of its competitors' levels in that respect. Maybe I should go back to Guild Wars 2. The game can't even handle 60 FPS half the time. But at least the ArenaNet devs know where to draw the line in terms of not slipping into microtransaction hell like this. Oh, we have a volcanic vent event in progress. Let's grab the resto staff and go heal a bunch of people. Yep, there we go. I don't even know the story behind it, because I haven't done the main quest. I've literally just been listening to podcasts and goofing around. Alright. Do I even have to care? Ow. Alright.
Be proud of that.
Throw down some AoE. Magma Golem. Whoops, wrong button. Am I really that used to controller games now? 24 grand, there we go. Oh, the druids are involved in this. I gotta play through this story.
Help repair these vents.
This does kind of have some... This does kind of remind me of WoW Cataclysm, though. Except there's no Deathwing. Or is there?
I can't hold it.
Sharwin? Who's naming a character after Sharwin from Neverwinter Nights? There's no Bard class in this game.
I'm wounded. Stentor, save me.
First time I've done one of these things with the sound on.
Work. The questions still remain.
I've been playing this game a lot while doing something else.
And report all that has happened until we meet again.
Okay, that was kind of epic. The people that aren't subscribed, if you want to join the chat, subscribe to the channel. After about 5 minutes, when the system knows you're not a robot, You'll be in on the discussion. Yeah, they got some nice music anyways, and it's not necessarily like the dolmens and the grinding that happens in certain zones like Alakir Desert. Let's see here. So really, here I was thinking I was making progress. In reality, what I was doing was I was using up the materials from all the times I've played this game while listening to something else, which usually involve crafting writs and wandering the world and stuff. So, all those offices that I got up to speed with vendors and service NPCs and stuff like that. Gonfalon Bay being one of the exceptions. Nope.
Oh, nice. What did you find?
Get Goodmane out of the castle then. Send him, he has more bag space. Send him around and he'll have to stop less often. Matter of fact, that's one of the biggest things that has changed about this game since the last time I streamed it. The heavy attack abilities in PvE make it that you can manage resources really well, saving resources for like magic for healing and stuff like that. Because with two-handers, just cleave the heck out of everything with fully charged heavy attacks. Unless you're fighting humanoids. If they raise their shield, you get dazed when you slam into their shield. But it's not gonna hit as hard. She won't hit as hard. It goes higher when you have the ability, you don't have the castable attack spell, and you just have like Solar Barrage or something. Which reminds me more and more of Seal of Righteousness from classic WoW. Something you turn on, and it's just on and gives you extra holy damage when fighting. Alright, then let's switch characters then. Let's showcase... Showcase these, what I'm up to with the housing for what it is. Plenty of materials anyways. Alright. Empty out bags. Not to the castle. Let's go to one of the offices instead. Sisters of the Sands. Let's go to the one with the lounge. We just got done getting that working, so... 3 o'clock at the Geek House. 1 more hour of this before the game goes to maintenance. What are we at for a percentage? 1.3% dropped frames with just shy of 3,000 dropped frames. That's still higher than it was before. So the ISP has more work to do. I'll be sure to forward my... So here's what here's what you do with all those in rooms. All right, if you want to share everything between the characters, put it there. So I accidentally bought something I already know. So we'll have her learn how to make those candles instead. Oh, yeah, so much stuff to sell too. There's no way to repair at that vendor though. That's one of the issues with that. Painting of a bridge. Do we have room for another? We have room for a painting. Put the painting there. Gallery. Painting of a bridge. Bolted. Put a nice painting on the wall. It looks like it's all Merry Dominion stuff, but oh well. Let's see. Alright, where's that candle thing? You have learned how to make candles. Alright. Let's...
Yes?
No, go here first. Maybe I should change the order of the NPCs. Oh, look at all this stuff to deconstruct. Why can't I wish we could do select all with this? There's probably some kind of... You can even filter if you don't want to... Yeah, you just go to this one of these places and that'll free up a whole bunch of space. Learn 5 new set pieces collected.
Care to bargain?
And then all the vendor stuff can go here. 2,000 for that magmatic resin. Blueprint, High Isle basket woven. I don't know if Goodmane knows that yet. There's lots of recipes we can learn from this too. Breton travel mug. Any damage cloudy poison that she didn't actually make. We can sell those off. Blush fawn. Anyone that she actually created, though, is used for daily quests and writs. So we don't want that. What's this? Stone Garden Catalyst, something like that. Alright. Let's put the recipes in the storage coffer for Goodmane to check out. High Isle basket, we'll have him learn that. She doesn't need any experience scrolls, so we can dump that. One of my other characters, give Goodmane the High Isle. Oh, we got one of those too. Another one of those purple drop box thingies. Give me that. Something to something. Where's the thing that looks like a treasure chest? Looking for the icon here. There we go, because I don't have it memorized. Oaken Order Bracers. Mid-year star chart. Oh, more stuff to decon and more materials. Well, since there's a gold... let's see here. I know it's a style page, so we can add that. So... go back to the 2 vendors again.
There's really no such thing as...
Take care of that.
Can I help you?
Alright, stuff to sell. Mid-year star chart for 100 gold. Just do everything in descending order. As the other stuff will be down at the bottom. Crown fortifying meal, da-da-da-da-da-da. Alright, she has 55,000 gold anyways. Then she can chill over in the lounge. Change characters! See how Mr. Goodmane's doing nowadays. Assassin's Creed Online. Does Assassin's Creed have too many problems with that other stuff? Alright. That's a fast travel in the game, by the way. The equivalent of the Hearthstones is bouncing between all your player houses. The thing is, though, for stuff like the $100 castles and stuff, you really should wait until the crown sale, so that way you get a discount. But these super expensive houses that a lot of the naysayers on YouTube make fun of, the thing is, you have to get into ESO as a primary MMO before any in-game purchase like that is going to make sense. Or, if you want to be a subscriber, you can also buy the annual plan. And that will give you enough to basically buy a castle every year and then go to monthly afterwards. You pay the equivalent of $10 a month, so like 100-something a year. If you know you're going to be playing this game all year, it's another way to get the crowns for that up front instead of having to save them. Let's see here. The problem is this game suffers from some of the same problems as World of Warcraft. There's a bit of a blur between stuff that progression in the game. He doesn't know that yet. We'll get those. And we'll get this. Progression in the game from actually being good at the game, and progression in the game from swiping a credit card. That's one of the things that tanked WoW. And it'll tank this game too. So many of these companies. Alright, so we're going to go to Gonfalon Bay. At the very least, we're going to lay down the rug for this. A couple of treasure maps as well. Put down the rug in Gonfalon Bay at the ancient anchor berth and head out, and we'll just continue this. On Assassin's Creed DS has a lot of transparent walls. Well, I expect a DS game to have that problem. Hope this isn't screwing up the sound too much. The CPU's going to 100% when it's loading, because I have this game running on an SSD. Here's what we want to turn into an office. Put down the rug at the very least, so we can carry it around so much. Alright, let's put it like here or something. How the room isn't... alright. Okay, we at least got the rug installed. Now we gotta get the stuff to make desks and things like that. Nice music anyways. I can tell from the previews, though, that there's frame rate issues. What's the quality of my... It's 360p, though. It's only going to be 30 FPS. I gotta watch OBS to see how that all works out.
Gather round, ye lads and lasses, listen far and wide. For across the aisles and for a while, we've had a source of pride.
What is this, Nintendo 64? Where's the mouth animations for these bards?
Their deeds are known in lands both near and far.
Oh, no. There weren't a whole bunch of resources diverted from the game in order to release that card game. No, siree, Bob. Zoss, you need to drug test your employees. Somebody's a little loopy over there. High Isle's... How long has High Isle been out now? And that is... Can't fix that bug? Are you kidding me? Oh, we can pump the crown store full of all kinds of crap. But, whatever. All right, let's get back to this. Go more Paladin style. All right, Bastion, who I'm fighting? No, we want Isobel Valois to level up her tank abilities throughout all of this stuff. Let's see. Also play around with a bow as well. And why the heck does the armor appear a second after you summon them?
Let's get out there.
Not like I Dream of Genie or anything. $14, but unfortunately no Heartwood.
Oh, nice.
Why does it seem like the field of view is off? Camera. Field of view, 130. Yeah, I do a nice wide-angle lens so it feels like the game's going faster. But not like werewolf mode in Elder Scrolls Blood Moon. Too much seaweed. Yeah, so Solar Barrage, it's like activating Seal of Righteousness, except it's a proximity thing now. So you get too close to the enemies, it'll start pulsing damage. While it's active, though, you get Empower. Ah, got hit. 15,000 non-crit. This guy's not even spec'd for stamina. I might want to reconsider that.
Seeing what you make with that.
Set up some kind of hybrid thing. Actually, what I'd like to do, combine Crafty Alfique with the stamina equivalent, which I think is Hunting's Rage or something. Hey, finally, a piece of Heartwood. That thing we're so short on.
We're in this together.
Then start tanking, madam. 23 grand. He's spec'd for magic with a little bit of health. Well, see here. That's what happens when you have an 80% heavy attack bonus. You take all the other heavy attacks. Doesn't work in PvP, though. Zenimax caved on that one, so you can't take this stuff to Cyrodiil. But hey, doing your writs? Well, we saw with Lauren, she's a cleric. She's not in any way spec'd for melee. And she slammed something with that mace for 20 grand. No. Should be good for the outdoor world. It'd be very interesting for cleaving with two-handers in dungeons. So, you go in, throw down a bunch of hots and stuff, and then do a whole bunch of cleaves on everything with a two-hander. So, bam, throw down hots, heal anybody that needs to actually be healed, and then just cleave the heck out of everything. 310? Maybe we should try that, since we know we're probably not going to get enough Heartwood to build any desks before the end of all of this. Watch me get a DLC dungeon. Daily random normal. Oh, here we go. Please tell me it's the White Gold Tower, Imperial City DLC. What'd I tell you? Well, let's try this out. Let's try keeping every... maybe I should get a resto staff or something. No, let's try without even using a resto. We do want... We better equip a resto staff. We have no way to regen magic. Death's Wind, Twilight's Embrace.
But when have you ever known me to be wrong?
Twilight's Embrace change some stuff out. Yes, please start the quest.
A few more moments.
Start the quest and well, I do have Ritual of Rebirth. All right. Let's try that out though. Let's try token damage. Let's try token damage with 44,000 magic. Token damage by cleaving the heck out of everything. Who's our tank? This Bjorn guy, probably a Nord, right? Bjorn Resistance? Is that some movie reference? I'm mixing it up with the Bourne Identity. Alright, let's see here. What the? Why am I getting input lag? 65% on the processor. Drop that down. Yeah, like hit stuff for like 16,000 or something. Save resources that way, so that way we have plenty of magic to heal people with. But plus 80% heavy attack stuff in PvE. The tank is new to this, so he doesn't have any idea what he's doing. It's probably why he's running in all the wrong places.
Mortal kind.
Gotta use that up somehow. Wow, 23 grand. Also pulsing holy damage just by being too close to enemies like that. If anybody needs healing, we'll throw down the giant consecration, which now lasts like 22 seconds or something.
This is no longer a place for mortals, maggot.
Wow. That's an upgrade from calling people insects. 15 thou. 23-7. I think these folks have higher armor, though. As long as they attack the tank, I don't have to worry about getting blocked. And then dazed. Alright. The Iron Swathed Glutton. We're gonna attack this thing? What? Why are you opening with... Opening with a Jesus beam? Radiant Destruction. We have at least one other Templar in here. Oh, they're all Templars. Everyone except the tank is a Templar. Oh, OBS is struggling. OBS is struggling with all the combat animations. Alright, let's turn some stuff off. Turn off the anti-aliasing. See what that does. And that is why you don't adjust your anti-aliasing in the middle of a boss fight. It didn't even do anything either. Wow, we wiped on the first boss. Alright, let's turn some stuff off here. Turn the shadows. Well, this is going to require us to restart everything. Alright. Yeah, resurrect. Give me my resto staff. No magic, because I just took a res. Get that back. I can tell from the preview, though, that OBS is struggling with all these visual effects. Alright, put that down. This is a DLC dungeon, though. Just make sure we stand in the right place. Looks like the hots are working now, though. Critting is $6 grand on a critical heal. What else can we do? We could turn off the vertical sync might actually cause CPU issues. Yeah, see, but we're keeping a lot of magic around in case anyone actually needs to be healed. But now that we're not standing in the wrong place, that shouldn't be an issue. Alright. Except for that person. Oh. Oh, good, I got unlocked. Get thrown in a cage. Whatever. Hey, Spell Power Cure. It's one of my favorite sets. Crash! Down goes the game. The game literally just crashed when the maintenance notification came up in the launcher. What the hell? Don't have the epic fail pop-up, do I? Yeah, I do. Alright, let's try this again. Probably got kicked from the group. Wiped on the first boss, and then the game crashed. And now we have a lag spike. I should just go pick flowers in High Isle for an hour. Let's see if I got kicked out of the group. Leave it to the game to crash. Because the thing popped up on the launcher that said, the system is going down for maintenance. At 4 o'clock, 45 minutes. Maybe I should just... Ugh. I should load another loadout for resto staff. I don't have the right spells or anything. Just a, oh shoot heal, that's basically it. Alright. Are we done crashing? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. See here. Where is everybody? Alright, let's go out. Is it here you go when you're done? No, that's the Imperial something or another. Da-da-da-da-da. Where the hell am I? Where am I going? Do we have to back out or go somewhere? That was the exit. No, that's not it. I have half of mine just... No, we go around here. I haven't been to this dungeon very much. Alright, there we go. What? I can't activate anything. It's 3:17. We're stuck in combat. There's a boss fight going on. Alright. Imperial Guard quarters. See if I can catch up to these guys. Oh wait, they're standing around waiting for a chest. Good. Perfect time to catch up to these folks. Maybe change a spell or two. Let's see. Ah! Nope, that's not it. Did they take out? Yeah, they took out the trash in here. Let's do this. Run around, see if we can catch up to these guys. They're getting some loot, despite everything having crashed. A whole 21 gold. Where's my team? Don't go in combat. Don't go in combat. 44,000 magic to heal these guys, though. Just don't be turning down settings. No. Okay. Nobody needs heals, so let's go in, swing your sword around a little. Bam! 11 grand. Is that with or without a food buff? $36,500. He's not even spec'd for stamina either. This is what a Magicka build. But 80% heavy, all the heavy attack buffs, and plus 80% heavy attack damage. Makes me wonder.
Hold! The scroll is here.
There's nothing.
This isn't veteran. This is normal
This is where
difficulty.
I left it.
But it's
Give
a
me a
DLC
moment.
dungeon.
You'll see.
All right.
The Elder Scroll.
It's not ready. Don't touch it.
Scrunch.
Scroll is mine. Kill them all.
Where's the boss? Aardvark? Oh, these are Imperials. Watch the fire. 24/6. Throw a dot on them while we're at it.
I'm hurt!
Don't forget to recast Seal of Righteousness. Except the cleave's not hitting because they're too far apart. Somebody has damage reduction in this bunch. What about the 9 grand? No, the two-hander hits harder. 5-digit hits on everything. Heal the tank!
For the Empire!
Yeah, nice try, buddy. Just randomly pulse holy damage to everybody. Get out of the red stuff! That's a giant totem type thing. Alright, fine. We'll do things my way.
For the Ruby Throne!
There, see, this is how you do it. Just die already! Nope, watch this. 17-7. Interrupted. See ya, 30 grand crit as a healer. All right, give me a place to fight. You and me, buddy, and I'm not standing your stupid little thing. There. Let's get everybody up.
I had hoped the scroll was wrong about Clivia. Go. Find the Empress Regent.
GG. Yeah, well, don't stand next to the giant thing that falls out of the sky that has a huge red circle around it. This is normal difficulty, too. That's probably an instant wipe on veteran. Now, let's try this again. That's what happens when you're... That's why I always have a little bit of tankiness in my guys. This guy's wearing heavy armor, too. Gimps is resource regeneration, but I'm trying to conserve resources via heavy attacks. That's the idea here, and that's why I was playing with a bow earlier.
Empress Regent, I arrived as soon as I could. How can the Imperial Legion serve you?
Alright, let's see
I need
here.
you to spare me a regiment of your elite.
So I do need the, we change up the few stuff here. Give me the ritual and then resto staff. Give me the ability to throw more hots. There you go.
Have them report personally.
Finally, a proper resto staff setup. Double hots.
About this. They will serve in your name.
We're back in business.
As you wish, Empress Regent.
Oh, these people are actually doing the quest. Who's over there fighting stuff? This is the boss, I think. Alright. The road to the boss. Come in here and...
Ready yourself! Daedra are coming through!
Yeah, I'll keep him distracted. I just got heavy armor under all this. Not spec for tank, but close enough. Just do a little bit of a weapon rotation to get my usual offensive buffs. Yeah, slice that imp in half.
My spell has revealed the rifts. Destroy them.
5 digits on everything. 20 grand. If somebody has a damage debuff, it's gonna hit even harder. 23-7. All right, let's cleave some more Daedra. Why are you opening with Radiant Destruction? Is that some kind of morph I don't know about? Must do a lot of PvP, classic style. Hey, at least I'm putting this sword to use. Whoops, missed. Does correspond to WoW Paladins, though. Cast a seal, cast a judgment, hit stuff with your sword. Enough said. And if you want to nerd things up even more, play some Hammerfall or something. 324 at the Geek House. Can we get this done before the maintenance? Alright, let's see here.
General, I'm certain that you have plenty here today.
Whoops, that's not the tank that's going. He's trying to use the jabs that got nerfed.
You intend to feed them to the data as well.
All right, we'll throw down some hots then. Scrunch. Actually, I sliced it in half. All right. 21-9. Ah, heavy attacks. And they give you resources back. Whoops, people actually need heals. Consecrate. $24-9. 23-7. Like 5-digit DPS out of the deal. Templar overload. Whoops, we need more hots. At least let me loot. Come on, healer, keep up with the group. They're not running through this as fast as a lot of Final Fantasy groups. They'll probably run out of stuff to drink by the time.
On your guard! Foes approach!
Yeah. The problem is light attacks are kind of useless unless you weave. Whoops, forgot to turn the other thing back on. There we go. Like 20,000 DPS. Good to save the magic for people that actually need heals.
You turn the tide.
I don't know if you can do this as a tank, though. I don't think you can do this as a tank, because then if you're up against a humanoid, they raise their shield to get dazed. $25-2. Don't forget to throw holy damage on everything. Oh, we're getting gaslit by the Daedra. Okay. Scrunch. Down he goes.
This won't end well for you, Your Majesty. Leave the scroll. Stop this.
You underestimate me, wretch.
Okay, Anakin Skywalker. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. 16-6. Throw a dot on them. Somebody's got to take out the rifts. All right, I got to do some running around here. Why are you using Radiant Destruction when it's not? The boss isn't even down to 50%. What about the rifts? That's the mechanics getting called out. Oops! Some people are actually taking hits. Get away from the exploding Atronarch.
Dance with
in the fire.
My spell has revealed the rifts. Destroy them.
Don't stand in the fire. Especially with a giant Atronarch like that. It's because everybody's melee. That's half the problem. Oh, check it out. 10 grand with a resto staff. Nice healer weapon.
The time has come. You must face her before she slays us all.
Nice healer weapon there. All right. Come on, Clivia. You're going down. Empress Regent. Not even a real emperor. Yeah, I'll take out the trash. Throw around a bunch of holy damage, too. $22,800. $329, a half hour to go. Where's the boss?
The flame mound begins anew.
Well, yes, I'd be glad to put a great sword up against a clothy. See ya! $24,700. It's about only 13,000 DPS, though. It's not like one of those lucky ghost builds.
Empress Regent.
Well, that's why it's so slow. Someone's doing the quest.
Sensical.
Well, we only got a half hour till the game goes down for maintenance, so...
must be defended.
Empress, that district holds no strategic value. You'd be sending these men to die for nothing.
Why do you continue to oppose me?
Why do you insist on playing general? I must refuse this, Empress.
Oh, here we go. Opening with Radiant Destruction. Where's the tank? Obviously somewhere else with a 40,000 health. Okay, where are we at? Well, I suppose it's more interesting than picking flowers. We got a half hour before the game goes down for maintenance, though, so let's get this done. This is Bjorn. That is the tank. Yeah, the Dragon Knight, the one and only Dragon Knight. All right. I just hope I don't have to tank another boss. All right, let's do resto with this.
To you as the White Gold Tower. Lord Bow, I have the Elder Scroll.
Yeah, hit him with that holy laser beam.
Begins.
Figures. Standing in the wrong place. Hey, DPS. Been a long time since I did that. I was like, what's everybody doing? These are all Templars. They should all have a heal on their toolbar. Let's try this again. All right. Who just went down? The tank? Let's get him back. Oh, was the tank standing in the wrong spot? Get out of that storm thing. All right, the tank's up. Don't stand in the lightning storm thing. Throw that down. Let's get all the magic back while we're stuck dodging the red circles. Oh. As long as you don't get blown onto the fire. Those things explode with... Yep, get out of that. Someone didn't. All right. Vaporized. Oh, the tank went down again. All right.
Run, mortal!
That's quite all right.
Kill them!
Get him. That's Molag. Oh, one of Molag Ball's, here. Get the group up. Resurrection pending. Get up. Quite all right. Don't stand in the lightning stuff. And don't get knocked off the platform. Congratulations, you stood in the lightning stuff. Tank. Where is he? Where's the pile of ash that is our tank? All right, DPS has him covered. That's one reason to wear heavy armor right there.
Reduce the mortals to dust.
There. Took down the boss.
Waited as long as I could before opening this portal. The scroll said I'd be skewered if... Never mind.
Leave it to the healer to strike the death blow in Elder Scrolls Online.
I'll take this. Follow me.
Doo-dah, doo-dah, doo-dah. Thank you for group. No time to roll unless lag, you said. Yeah, usually isn't this laggy. Yeah, there's maintenance in half an hour, so if the server's not performing very well, I imagine that's something that's understandable. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go to... Well, why don't we just go to Pantherfang and hang out for a bit? Kind of let our head clear from all of this screwy stuff. I do like this Essential Housing add-on, though, and how it flashes the text on the screen. It looks like Zelda Ocarina of Time. Let's get out of there. I couldn't roll. There's too much lag. Yeah, blame the lag. Yeah, that right there. Let's see here. Get out of this group before they queue back up with less than a half an hour to maintenance. So long. Home sweet home. We're definitely not going to be able to make any of the offices and stuff tonight with the maintenance coming up. I'll probably just listen to some stuff later. Looks like I got to fix the... What do we have for stats? Let's see. 1.2% for the drop frames due to network conditions. That's better than before. 0.2% due to internal stuff to OBS. So, too many visual effects. CPU overhead dropping too low. GPU overhead dropping too low. You gotta see what it's gonna take to fix that. I think offloading a second computer to offload all that CPU to would work. It's one of the reasons why I've been getting my Bluetooth stuff together. You've been seeing the Bluetooth keyboard on the musical keyboard and stuff. All right. Well, we have all the NPCs here because this castle has all the service vendors. Let's see here.
There's really no such thing as...
That's don't... Spell Power Cure. Plus magic, weapon and spell damage, and a boost to damage if you overheal somebody. That's kind of cool. Of course, the Templar, you're always going to be overhealing, so...
Anything I can do for you?
Let's get rid of the vendor trash. Rubido leather, cloudy poison thingies. Anything that's not made by Richard Goodmane is fair game to vendor. I think maybe the repair kit. Crafting motif. Gold Coast treasure map, High Isle treasure map, Murkmire treasure map, the Rift treasure map. Alright. Catch up on this stuff. Looks like there's some rare materials from the, there we go. From the folks who send you stuff.
You've got rubbish?
Alright, take care of that.
Care to bargain?
We'll have to stop at an NPC to get repaired. The one and only thing you can't do in these things. Alright. Back to High Isle. I actually want to go to the Way Shrine and just go straight out to, like, Castle Navir or something like that. Alright, don't forget to close the door before heading out. So, I guess if we're joining groups and stuff, we might want to have... Because I was trying to do, like, bow attacks and stuff. Bow does more damage than Resto Staff. That's why I was experimenting with that stuff. Also want to level up some other weapon skills. Alright, Gasharog. Set back to the...
Back again?
Set back to Paladin with the bow. That Isobel Valois. Oh, the weapon needs some charge, too. Use up those crown soul gems. Quick slot's a little weird like that. What? Oh, there she is. Server lag. Oh, boy. Yep, let's stay out of the dungeons now. All right, let's pick a spot in High Isle and just, how's our preview? We got server lag. Yep, they're almost ready for maintenance. Let's fill out more of the map. Let's go to the northern part of High Isle and catch Richard up to... Well, the reason why Lauren has more of the map mapped out is because Goodmane's on the main quest. Yeah. In which case, let's not spoil things too much since he is doing the main quest. Alright. One more big sword cleave for the road. Alright, 20 minutes with the Cleric to finish everything off till everything goes to maintenance. Well, it was fun, but I don't want to spoil the main quest with this guy. Send him around the map following the main quest. Some of the things I've been doing is playing through main quests off stream, so I don't get my initial experience of the game ruined by spoilers, backseat folks, things like that, and then come back for, you know, more like stuff that's not like a Let's Play in disguise. You know, she's still in the Sisters of the Sands apartment, so we'll just go out that way. We'll have to figure out what's going on with that. What's it going to take to get OBS to not keep barfing like that? And then figure out the internet, too. Try not to go too hoarse here. Alakir Desert. We'll do the same thing. We'll just pick another map, then head out there. Alright, nearest Way Shrine is over the bridge. Of course, the desert makes more sense not showing any vegetation. Yeah, the servers are getting laggy.
Looking forward to seeing what you make of that.
The servers are getting laggy already. There's some pretty big input lag. No wonder we had those guys going down in that boss fight. That's why you don't run dungeons too close to server maintenance. Let's grab this. As much... Ooh, there's a... See if there's some rare wood materials there. Nope. Just 3 pieces of back to High Isle. Wow. Waiting some... I'm gonna crash the game again at the rate I'm going. Northern part of High Isle. With about 15 minutes until the game goes down for maintenance. See if we can get some more Heartwood. Could also take a character out here. There's one, finally.
Good quality there.
Let's see. Could see if we can get in and out of a dungeon in 15 minutes.
Let's go.
Yeah, about 2 minutes, we'll start getting the warnings. The servers are going down for maintenance. And I just play this, and I'm like, Guild Wars 2 doesn't have maintenance. Alright, here's the volcanic vent. Never completed it, but have discovered it. Alright, let's see if we can find some more nodes. Might be less players farming the heck out of everything with 15 minutes to maintenance. Ancestor Silk. Well, that wasn't exciting. 6 of them? Of course, you'll normally get 3 or something like that. There's a piece of wood. 7 pieces of wood.
Back in the saddle.
Don't want to be stopping to refill drinks. Everything's going down for maintenance in 15 minutes. Maybe I did too much shouting during the dungeon. Alright, let's see here. If I don't cough up my throat or something like that. Let's see. Why does it seem like I'm back where I started? Of course, this is where I had them. This is where I had these characters last night, farming everything. Let's see here. Go around to that volcanic vent then. So yeah, Heroes of High Isle. And if you do any crafting or player housing whatsoever, it's more worth it to go around just gathering in the outdoor world than actually playing the game. Exactly the kind of not very interesting, monotonous form of progressing in a video game that I haven't seen on a regular basis since Farmville.
Be nice to get off my feet.
Never thought I'd see the day when I would be relating an Elder Scrolls game, much less ESO, an Elder Scrolls game to Farmville, and having it actually make a little bit of sense if you're a veteran of those old Facebook, back when Facebook gaming wasn't a streaming platform.
Keep you out of Emunara's blood until...
As in, what gaming was like on Facebook. Alright.
Another find for your pack.
Oh, the server's coming down for maintenance in 15 minutes. We're gonna keep on going until we get kicked off the server. Bandit note. What are we at for percents? 1.1% dropped frames. Let's see here. Steadfast metal arm cops. Tree bark trowel. Yeah, we're good. No! Oh, we'll play some Guild Wars then. Garrick's Rest. All right. Since it is a warmer climate, switch off to the dress thing. All right, let's see here. You've been taking screenshots with the outfit. Stop hiding it. Don't pretend you actually don't have characters running around like that.
Keep you out of Emunara's blood
People are
until
such
she gets
prudes. Let's see here. Hey, that's a heavy sack.
What did you find?
Why wasn't she running over like, hey, what's in this thing? Usually the companions are like, hey, look, a heavy sack. Why is she just walking like that? Here we go. She's not saying anything about the heavy sack? Come on.
Anything good?
Rubidite. There are some jerks in this game that take all the good stuff out of the treasure chest and leave like one thing so the chest doesn't despawn. So you get like one piece of ore or something from a treasure chest. Oh yeah, Necromancer's snare trap. Okay.
This will keep you out of Emunara's blood until she gets the shield.
There's this. There's some smithy stuff over there.
Good quality there.
Traveler, may I ask a favor?
No. We got 10 minutes till the server goes down. I'm not doing any quests. Not even doing any fishing. But since people are like, oh, the server's going down, I'm done playing for the night. We don't have a bunch of people farming this stuff now. Let's see. I probably should test with OBS this preview on screen too, to see what I can do to eliminate the remaining frames that are struggling because of encoding and rendering lag. That's too many visual effects. We have to drop down the CPU GPU utilization in order to get that. See if we can spot anything else. Ancestor silk. Getting rare cloth materials, but not rare wood materials. Yeah. Hey, fishing hole. Really? You're gonna spend the last 5 minutes till the server goes down fishing? Well, yeah, probably shouldn't. Nope. Some alchemical stuff over here. The chat's gotten quiet too in game. Nobody's like making a big deal out of the server going down for maintenance. Rock cairn things. Some of the things about having my max level characters looking for this stuff. I'm looking for bright red wood, which will stick out quite a bit against anything green or whatever. I'm surprised it doesn't glow.
Sister, we can't just threaten everyone into becoming druids.
We can't just threaten everyone into becoming druids? What kind of druids are in this game? I thought it was like peace, love, harmony, and balance of nature, and stuff like that.
Seeing what you make with that.
Well, here we go. So much for level grinding. Well, oh, here's another one.
Let's go.
10 minutes! No! 10 minutes till the end of the world! Hey, there's people doing a volcanic vent.
Yeah.
So at least finish that off. Is that elf gonna? Yep. Oh, look, a World of Warcraft player running around and ninjaing instead of fighting the mobs. Ugh. Heck with it. Alright, this thing's still... Might as well do something besides run from node to node.
It's too much! I can't hold it!
I gotta figure out what the backstory is to these things.
Toe bite. Kill the monster! We're in this together. All hope is lost!
Oops. That's right, they might throw some lava around. Don't stand in the fire! Ow. That's like a reskin of those Daedric things from ESO Deadlands. Well, at least Isobel's blocking. Is she really the tank now? $10,000 must be resistant to magic.
Well done! Now's our chance! I'll seal the fisher for good!
Well, we got another one of those done. Where's the thing you get the loot from,
Great
though?
work.
but questions
Ah, there
still
we go.
remain.
Doesn't exactly stand out too much.
Return to my order and report all that has happened. Until we meet again.
More lag. Crap. More lag. Yeah, 10 minutes. Are people flooding the chat with someone help with the world boss? How quickly do you think we can take down the world boss? Leniency edict. That's a crime thing. One of these. High Isle trunk ornate. Companion's cuirass. Hey, there we go. What's she got right now?
That's quite valuable, isn't it? My blade is yours.
What was she using for, like, a chess piece? Oh, she's already blue. What about Bastion? Get the fighter out here.
What's on your mind?
Upgrade. Right, now he's got a blue... Now the other tank's got a blue cuirass. Alright. Still trying to up Isobel. There we go. Still trying to level Isobel's tank skills. Well, that's an improvement. Alright, when are we going to get kicked out of the game? Alright, let's see here. Nobody's going nuts in the chat.
Still standing. Be proud of
Maybe in the major cities they might. There's another thing.
That could be helpful.
Where is... Runestone? Plenty of mundane runes. Actually used up all the drinks.
Sister, we can't just threaten everyone into becoming druids. We need these good folks to appreciate.
Let's see. Heartwood? Now we got 5 minutes. You know what? Alright, let's head to the castle and decon everything. The server is coming down for maintenance in 5 minutes. Well, if we're going to get kicked out of the game, let's get kicked out in the style. Deconstructing everything. Alright, we're obviously not going to be able to do anything with the offices now, except put down that rug in that one of them. I was hoping I could make some kind of progress, but I forgot how much Heartwood those desks require. That's the thing, is like, you wonder how player housing turns into an endgame type thing in this game? That's how. Close the door. So now they both came back to the castle. A little bit of rendering lag when we come into the castle, but that's because everything's loading. Processor went up to around 100% for that. Don't know if there's any way to throttle that. Not without putting a hard drive, getting a hard drive back in on the action. Let's see. See if we get everything deconned.
There's really no such thing as junk.
Crunch. We have all the stations
Care
there
to
too.
bargain?
We could sell that for 500. Save that for this. Stay at house item. We'll put a trunk. We'll place the trunk later. You can't even use that as for storage. She can refine stuff and get bonuses. She just can't make anything because she doesn't know any traits. Everything's already deconned. We're literally just refining all the materials. Plenty of stuff to upgrade gear with. Not on the jewelry side. Enchanting? No, I already deconned everything. That's it. Guess we're back a little too early. Well, in this case, though, why don't we head off to Lockhart Abbey instead? Get out of the main castle and just finish everything in her actual house. Now, that's Goodmane's castle, but she's actually from a more humble abode. Been working on developing this, but we need more lighting and other stuff to really kind of decorate the place. It also showcases a bit of an issue with ZeniMax, where you buy one of these player houses and they have a fixture on one side, but not on the other side. This area, kind of similar to the castles, has a swimming area that we can make into something resembling a pool. Got that Khajiit thing over there to serve as like a fire pit. You really need is to set up a bunch of chairs outside or sofas outside or something. Use it for like lawn furniture and stuff. It's pretty much Imperial style. The problem is, with the layout of this place, there isn't a really good place to put a fireplace. We can't get cozy like that. But in the bedroom, she has vanity mirror and the cat. Who's there? That Imperial scrollwork chair, by the way, is Crown Store only. You can't actually get that. You can't actually get that in game. You have to buy it with crowns. It's like how Imperials are always DLC type stuff. See, you got that trunk there. Why don't we just put the trunk? Where's that trunk that we had? Storage? That's a storage coffer. Actually, that hasn't been placed in this house yet. That's why it's visible here. All right, we'll put the storage coffer here. Put it in the bedroom. We'll eventually have a setup for the merchants and stuff here, too. There's just nowhere really for them to get set up. Sneak around. And that's how we took that picture that went up to Instagram. I'm glad people like the, I'm glad people, like the whole Instagram thing with some of the screenshots and stuff on there. All right. That's enough of this. Not going to wait to get kicked out of the servers. Just kind of dumb downtime that we don't really need. So, I guess that counts as progression, but I have some other stuff I want to listen to. So I'll probably just be working on this off stream. What do we have for some final numbers here? 1% dropped frames, 4,612 dropped frames for... Let's just go back to full cam for this. 4,612 dropped frames for a 1% dropped frame rate. That's still higher than it was before the problem started, but lower than it was before the last service tech. So I'll keep this data around. 591 frames missed due to the renderer, and 731 missed due to encoding lag, which is 0.2%. So too much stuff happening on the screen, and it gets all messed up like that. Hey, another lag spikes. Now we're up to 1.1%. Yeah, there's still some work to do. The ISP has not fixed the problem. The good news is Frontier Fiber. If these cable folks don't fix this, I'll become a Frontier Fiber customer next year. Looking forward to 500 synchronous if Frontier can actually handle having something with that much bandwidth. They really are coming out of their bankruptcy with a bang here. So, all right. Before we get this thing up close to the 1.5% drop frames mark, it's progression at least. Till next time, this is MultimediaJay signing off. Thanks for stopping by.